Welcome to Simply 15, a 15-minute podcast where we're going to be talking about a new movie, a new Predator movie. Let's keep that in mind. Let's keep it in mind that it's a Predator movie, because I want to talk to you about a little something I just kind of thought of when I was watching the movie.
Okay.
So,
really?
Prey. It's a new Predator film. It's kind of like a reboot, but also kind of
It's not
prequel.
the MC. It's not the MC Hammer song.
No.
You didn't have to pray to make it today.
Pray with an E, not an A.
Oh.
Prey. And it's on Hulu, so you can check it out. Sign up for a free trial.
From 20th Century Studios.
Yes. Did you guys watch it on Hulu?
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
No, I went to the cinema.
Is it in the cinema? Isn't it?
I don't
No,
think
it's
so.
not.
I don't think
It
it
goes only
made
screenings. that were in the
It didn't
cinema.
make the cut.
No.
So I was watching this, and it dawned on me that it's funny of all these franchises, like Predator really hasn't had that many shitty films. You would think like they would have a shit ton, but really there's only one bad one.
Are you counting AVPs?
No, we're not. That's a different
I'm not
thing
going to count
altogether.
that.
We're not gonna count
Okay.
that shit.
Okay. Then all right. I'll let it go then. Yeah.
It has the Predator in it, but it's not, in my opinion, part
It's
of
not part of the
the
movie?
universe. It's not part of the universe.
First
I
one
get that. I get
is
that.
incredible.
Yes.
The second one, it's fun to watch.
I fucking love
Glover.
part 2.
3, Predators,
Yeah.
Thumbs up from DJ.
fucking awesome.
Love that movie.
A lot of people love that movie.
Yeah.
And then we
Underrated.
have the last one.
Yeah. What?
The
what,
Predator.
Which one?
The killer Predator.
Yeah,
The
one with
Predator.
Olivia Munn and Thomas
you
Jane.
don't mean the Ice Cube album, The Predator?
No.
Keegan Michael Key as a fucking assassin.
They went back to the drawing board, and with a smaller budget, they did something that I actually
Smaller budget and an indie director.
David Trachtenberg.
Yes, you know him from Cloverfield, right?
Michelle
Directed-
Trachtenberg.
A J.J. Abrams disciple. Right?
Yeah.
Him and Matt
Whether
Reeves.
you-
J.J.
love
Abrams
it or hate it. It's,
Writing credit, directing credit, and they did a smaller little film that is a slow burn of a film, I would say.
Mm.
And let's just dive right into it, guys. Did you enjoy it? I'll go first if you like.
Go ahead. Go ahead. What did you think?
And as I going to talk about this, it's a Predator film, right? So I'm looking at it as a Predator film. I'm not looking at
as
it
you should.
from a standpoint of like, oh, well, they should have, people complain about the CG in this film. There's some issues with the bear, but it's a fucking bear. And honestly, it looks 90% of the time looks pretty damn good.
Mm.
There's some wonderful looking shots, I thought, in this film.
It's a Western. It looks like a Western.
I enjoyed the down to earth feel, it's like, it kind of reminds me of like that first film in the jungle, and it's a smaller type of film, but also I appreciate that fact. Like it gave you more of a story of what was going on. There is your female, who is your lead of the film, and she has a little bit of a reason to show off. And I tell you what, I was pretty pleasant with this film.
You liked it, huh?
I enjoyed it. I have some gripes with certain things, but I'm gonna let it go because
It's a pretty
at the end
nice,
of the day,
tidy watch too.
It's a small
It's not long. It doesn't.
it's only like an hour and like 30.
Hour,
Yeah.
30-something
I didn't
minutes.
even realize it. It is
maybe
not that long,
100,
yeah.
maybe 100 minutes on the dot, but
Yeah, and
it doesn't
Totally worth it.
overstay its welcome.
what do you think, DJ?
If I had
Based
a
upon
one
your rewriting of everything, I think. You
my one-word review would be almost. It was almost a great Predator movie. It just ends up being a good Predator movie.
It's good.
And for what we got, the last Predator movie, that's fantastic. Because
That's
the
not
last
saying.
Predator movie,
That's not saying a whole lot.
that's like getting curb stomped.
Not really,
The last
yeah.
Predator movie. But as Justin was saying, I have this tick where I rewrite things in real time as I'm watching it. As I'm watching this movie, I'm like, I would have changed that.
You're watching.
I was doing that a
writing
lot.
the movie you want to see.
Right, but for what I got, some of the things that we had talked about on the show, the main show, that I was worried about, they minimized some of them. There were still little things where I was like, I don't think she should be able to do that, but all right. But it's still, from what we got, from what I expected, it's a good movie.
Yeah, and it's
You
got a
will
dog
enjoy
in it, so
yourself,
it's awesome.
especially if you just take and just circle in on the violence in what the Predator does and the fight scenes and the way it's shot
Mm.
It
compared
ramps
to
up
what.
at the end.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
it ramps
Yeah,
up.
it gets good.
Um, use the word practical because I want more practical effects.
Mm.
It was CG fucking
in an
bullshit.
alien movie, you want more practical.
Dude. No, you could go.
You
go
want a
back to-
you want a Carpenter way through it.
Yeah, well, go back to the original fucking
Stan Winston,
Predator.
me.
Yeah, I mean, you could make a movie. I mean, honestly, I guess I like the big debate that everybody's making about the bear and everything like that too. It's like you can't have a bear on set anymore. It's a wild animal. It's like you had bears on sets in the '80s and '90s and 2000s. Granted, was what Bart the Bear was the big
It's
bear.
such, that scene
Everybody,
is such a small part of that movie.
it is.
I mean,
But
I think my gripe with that would be like you would go wide on that shot, right? And then you would do some
or at
close
night.
ups. You do
Do it
some
at
extreme
night.
close
Yeah,
ups.
at night you can like you can hide shit. You can hide
Yeah.
imperfections.
Yeah.
This bear, you can tell like this motherfucker ain't real.
Right.
It
Same
was
thing
the
with
punch.
the wolf.
It was the punch that got me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I know the running had some issues, but the punch, it's like, all right.
So I think they did it at daytime because they used the night for the mountain lion to hide that special effects. So I guess they didn't want to have back to back hiding of it.
there was a lot of lackluster. See, I did like the scene when spoiler when the bear does get killed and he rips it apart and like the blood. I thought that was a really cool scene. Like there were scenes in this that were like, oh, that is an iconic looking scene type thing. And the thing with the nets with the French trappers, I was like, oh, part two, cool. I liked stuff like that.
Yeah. A lot
There
of
were some
callbacks.
a lot of callbacks, and if you like the Predator series and the movies, you'll really like this a lot. And I like the lead, Amber, what Mid Thunder,
Mid Thunder,
Mid Thunder.
Audrey
She was
Plaza.
pretty much. I mean, I kind of I would say.
I don't think she's the standout. My standout to me is Dakota Beaver. Dakota Beaver is the brother.
The brother.
That guy,
That was his
the
first role.
First role. He's
Yeah.
like
First role.
awesome in this movie.
He's really
He does a
good.
great job.
Yeah, man. So
And I like
Yeah,
that
I
there
enjoyed
aren't
him
a
a
lot
lot.
of people in this. There was a minimal amount of people.
It's a
There's
small production, dude.
small production.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, I gotta really appreciate how small of a production it was. The CG was better than a lot of other films I've seen recently.
The animal
Marvel,
CG, the
Marvel
animal CG got
has
under my skin, but all
three
the
times the
gore-
budget.
Yeah.
the gory CG was fine. The animal CG threw me off a little bit. It's like
Little bit.
uncanny valley type
Just a
shit.
little.
I think they
And
said
it's
we're
the
going to put our
run.
money in making the Predator look good, and
Yeah.
we'll try and as long as the Predator looks good, which he
Yeah,
does
yeah.
in this movie.
He does.
They I guess they just take the L with anything else. But
And there's some
as I
great
said, the bear is
setups.
not that big of a deal to me.
Yeah.
No,
Again,
but I would have
effects
liked
don't-
to have seen like when he blew him up like that and the blood's coming down. Like,
Right.
you know, our hero is right there, and it would have
Yeah.
been cool if like the blood was like blocking like the heat sensor and it was like protecting
Right,
her because
right,
that
right,
was
right.
kind of a little odd because like he kind of saw her,
Saw
the shot
through
of her
Yeah.
seeing her, and
But
I
she
like
also
the
had
idea
that
of
little
him
thing
working
going
his
on.
way up.
Yeah, but that
He was
thing
working
with
his
the
way up, right?
Yeah.
He was starting off small, gain, and he
Yeah.
started going higher and higher. and I
snakes,
appreciate
and
it.
then
That's
this,
prey,
and then that, and
right?
everything.
Hence the
Yeah.
name, prey.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What was
so-
your where do you put this predator in the hierarchy of predators? Like the actual predator, the actual hunter.
as a hunter or
Yeah.
as quality of movie?
Quality
no,
movie or
no, as the
Predator?
actual the creature.
the first one, the first
Ooh.
Predator is the baddest Predator. The first Predator is the bitch that will snipe your ass from a tree
Yep.
with a fucking plasma rifle. This
Yeah.
Predator didn't even have a plasma rifle, probably because
No.
they hadn't
He had
invented
the
it
arrow. He had the
yet.
plasma
Yeah, the
arrow.
arrows, plasma
I didn't.
arrows.
The whole thing with his helmet was the thing that aimed.
Yeah.
It was weird technology. It was very flawed technology. It was like this
Right.
guy's
Well,
a dumbass.
Like DJ was saying, like I think it was newer technology. They haven't invented certain things yet, and
Yeah.
I think her biggest attribute as a character was learning and understanding from that, and I do appreciate that setup where she learned it is a little too much. I think. Yeah, I mean he has to be like
was
at the right level at the end when she sets him up.
That's-
But
That-
what do you call,
that's
what do you
why
call
I-
what do you call the girl that's good at everything? The Mary Sue.
Mary Sue.
Yeah, this
Mary-
is why one of the things I was rewriting in real time was like,
Yes.
I thought they were going to do
Fur
the Predator
trappers.
1 thing.
Yeah.
I thought they were going to do the Predator 1 thing where Arnold sets up the first trap. And he's like, "Come on, kill me," and then the
Yeah.
Predator like
Come on.
goes no, I see your trap here, and
Yeah.
then walks around, and
Yeah.
then another trap hits him. I
Yeah.
thought that what she was gonna do was say, "Come on, kill me," and then he sees the helmet, puts it on, shoots, and then she had taken the targeting system out and had it in her hand and then aimed at him. That's what I thought was gonna happen,
Right.
to be
Yeah,
like
it
a
would have been a little
callback.
advanced.
Because
though,
why
maybe.
would you shoot your thing
Yeah.
without your targeting system on? That was the thing. I was like, why
Well,
are
he
you
was
making
stuck.
a
He
predator?
was stuck in the mud pit though too. So.
Yeah.
Sure, but I
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
you wouldn't shoot without
you
your
would
targeting
think he
system.
would know if it's on or not,
Right.
and if it's
Yeah.
off, it wouldn't work. And you know, I don't know. I guess that's kind of a plot hole and a half.
It's a little nitpicky.
Yeah.
Again, in terms of what we got and what
Yeah, I
we
don't
could have
mind it.
gotten.
I'll take
yeah,
it.
yeah. I'll take it. I'll
I-
take it.
I
Again,
love-
it's one of these things where it's like you got, it's one of these things like you got reamed in the butthole, and then it's like, oh well, at least they had the common courtesy to
But
give you a wipe down.
I thought
at the
the
end of this
sound
one.
the sound design was really cool. I had the surround sound on, and it sounded really awesome.
Yeah, it sounded
Was
good.
it was a
sounded
predator
good.
voice going all around when
Yeah,
you
you're
were
Yeah.
yeah, that's dope. That's dope.
and the look of it was really cool too. I really enjoyed the look of it.
I like
it-
the setting.
Think about
yeah.
this. Every Predator movie,
Simple.
from the greatest to this one,
simple.
all have great moments, even if you don't like them, except for The Predator. This movie has great moments where anything with the trappers, when he's taking out the trappers, is fucking awesome.
Trappers was cool.
Yeah.
That whole fight.
Dakota versus him
Yeah.
in the
Yes.
camp was
in the
awesome.
camp was cool. Even
The
when he's
Predator
fighting
has
the
no
other two
moments like that.
guys, even when he's fighting the other two guys, and like the other two guys seem like they're getting kind of taking advantage of him a little bit too. I'm like,
Right,
oh,
right,
I
right,
like
right.
that, it's like
Those guys, one thing, the Comanche ain't
Anybody-
afraid
yeah,
of shit.
ain't
They were
fucking-
not
they-
running
yeah.
from this fucking guy, which I
No,
thought
they
was
were
But
running
cool.
here's
toward
the
'em.
thing.
Yeah, which is
No.
awesome.
This was Comanche. Did we ever figure out that it was Billy Comanche?
You asked me this on the main show. I was like, I don't think they ever
Yeah.
say his.
They
his,
never mention it. Comanche. They never.
Yeah.
Probably a Wikipedia page.
But
that
at least
tells
like
you
the
what it is.
gun connects things. There's certain dialogues
Right,
that
right.
connect to things.
And there's some cool stuff. I like the end. It's like we got to move Cam because she's like, this motherfucker's gonna come back.
Yeah.
And then you know how did the gun end up back in the elder predator thing?
Because she's dead.
Yeah.
She's
I
gonna
know,
get
but-
murked.
I know, but what happened? It's like they moved, they got the gun, they sell the
You
gun
didn't
to
watch the
somebody
credit
else.
scene where the ships are coming
Well,
down.
the ships are
or-
coming in to pick up the dead. They got you.
Yeah. They could come.
No, that's
back.
another thing.
Or
A
it
lot of
could
people
be,
don't
It could be
mention.
handed down from
She could
generation
hand
to
it to them,
generation.
maybe,
Like
yeah.
if they do a sequel to this film, I would kind of appreciate getting out of. I think it was it 17,
If 17, 15.
15.
17,
Yeah.
15, 17, 16. Something like that, yeah.
It'd be cool if they did like Civil War or something
about
like
to say,
that.
do you-
World War
want-
One,
do
baby.
you want,
No
like,
man's land. That's what I want. I
Do
want
you
World
want
War
like what do you call it? Like
The Wolverine
stories? Do you just
origins?
want more stories now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that would be kind of cool, like different stories
What do you
from
call
different
them?
generations that
yeah.
fought the Predator.
Imagine in the future. Imagine Blade Runner Predator. That'd be fucking dope as shit.
Maybe. I like this.
But again,
I
to what I
don't
was saying earlier, like I'm amazed that they haven't made like 6 other Predator movies by now
Yeah.
that are all really terrible or direct to DVD.
know. Well,
or...
guess what, motherfucker? You're gonna get a lot of them now.
Disney owns it now, baby.
Good
You're
or
gonna
bad.
come out of your
you're gonna
ass.
fucking get them now. You're gonna have Predator coming out.
That
of your
so
mouse
ass
far,
is
now.
gonna force feed those
He's gonna
fucking predators.
fucking
so
force
far they
fuck
showed that
you.
they can do a good job. So
Yep.
bring it
Keep
on.
it small. Keep it small
Keep it
stories.
small. Keep it small.
Keep-
Keep time
it,
hopping. Keep
yes.
time hopping.
Not
Yeah.
What do you call those things? Like anthology.
Anthologies, yes.
Just make a fucking. I want an anthology.
Make a Black
Predator.
Mirror Predator fucking movie series. That's what I want. Just keep jumping from
Yes.
time to time to time. World
And
War
don't be
One,
afraid-
Civil
Don't be
War.
afraid to go to another planet.
Give me Caveman. Give me Caveman Predator. Let me see that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. I mean, why not? It's like they're
Yeah.
fighting. Imagine a fucking predator fighting a fucking dinosaur.
Holy fuck, I'd watch that.
That'd be cool, right?
You'd have to have a good budget for the CG on that one.
I have a
Or
feeling they're
spread
gonna
it.
give him a budget. I don't want them to give him another 80 million, make another one that's in the it's a little bit farther in time, and just make it with maybe 10 people. That's it. You don't need to keep
to make a big movie. Make it
That'd be cool.
intimate.
Be cool.
make it on a boat. Make it in the ocean.
Yeah.
Whalers
Oh,
versus
under
the Predator.
under the sea.
Atlantis.
Atlantis versus the Predator.
Atlantis. Yeah, Aquaman versus Predator.
Aquaman.
Romans
The whole,
versus
the whole fucking Justice League.
Oh,
versus,
Romans versus the
that'd be cool.